What's up, YouTube? I am currently withdrawing from Suboxone. I am long-term opiate addict. I'm in day 3. I don't know. I don't know if this is the calm before the storm or I just don't know. I know. Brief summary of my life. I'm 30 years old. I've been on opiates since I was 16. Um, got off Oxycontin heroin when I was 21. I had my daughter. I relapsed and subsequently ended up on a methadone line. If there's anything I can say to anybody, methadone, it's bad. It's bad. It is very, very difficult to get off of. Um, to be honest, I think I was on methadone about 4 years before I heard about Suboxone. Um, I also don't recommend going from methadone to Suboxone in the same day. Bad news. Ended me up in the hospital. I was real sick. So I've been on Suboxone like in a ridiculously large, like maybe 6 years, something around that. 34 milligrams, some 8, 16, and 16. It's like 2 8s in the morning, 2 8s at night. I think it's 34. I did that for 2 years and I went down to 16. Around a year and a half ago, I got down to like an 8 milligram. And then I dropped down to half. This is like a 4, went into 2 milligrams, and I just jumped. Like, I just decided I've been taking a milligram for like 3 months, and I don't think there's any benefit to that. And I haven't researched much, but I had a week off from work, and I figured now is the best time to do it. I got a real hard job, and it's, trying to get over the worst of it before I got to go back to work. But like I said, I don't know if this is the calm before the storm. I can't sleep. I expected that. What I can tell you is that what I've experienced so far, nothing like methadone. And quite frankly, I mean, methadone is the worst thing I ever kicked in my life. And I kicked heroin. I kicked 7 or 8, 80 oxys a day, cold turkey, puking my brains out. This is kind of like my legs hurt. I'm depressed clearly. I don't have much oomph to do anything. Although I did yesterday clean my house a little bit just to do something, and I went outside and it did make me feel better. I walked a couple of miles just to get the fuck out of the house. It does help. Doesn't Today's raining and it's not helping my morale very much, but it's not that bad. It really isn't. It's I'm not saying for everybody, but for me and what I've experienced with other opiates, I feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel for this. I don't recommend Suboxone for long-term use any more than I would recommend methadone for any use. I feel like methadone, there's no reason for it. The Suboxone can get you off dope. I just, unless you're really hard up, slamming in your neck kind of thing, I wouldn't stay on the Suboxone for any amount of time because you'll become addicted. And, if you're an addict, you're an addict. You're gonna get addicted. So, nothing against methadone users, and I do believe that methadone is way better than, it helps you have a normal life. Personally, for me, it destroyed my teeth. It hurt my bones. The withdrawal took months and months, and you kind of feel like you're in liquid handcuffs. The Suboxone kind of blows like that too, though. If you don't take it, you'll start sneezing and shit. But trust me when I tell you, your worst withdrawal on Suboxone ain't shit on the rest of it. So if there's anything I can say, be tough. I'm going to say being tough. Hopefully, if the worst I'm going to have is some fucking kicking in my legs and not being able to sleep and sweating like a fucking pig, but I'm freezing. it ain't the end of the world. It ain't worth me going and fucking being on this shit any longer. You know, I'm a slave to it. I don't want to be anymore. For all you kids out there fucking around with shit, Oxycontin, the blues, any of that shit, man, stay away from it. Take it from somebody. I lost like over a decade of my life, and I'm a good person. I'm productive. On the outside, people don't know what the fuck is going on and what I'm strung out on and shit. I'm in nursing school. I mean, I got a lot of my shit together, but for a long time I didn't, and it was a direct result of, I got started on heroin because heroin's cheaper than Oxycontin. Um, it's not as good a high either, just so you know. Don't do it. Don't do it. Save yourself the agony of fucking hurting your family, hurting your body, losing years off your fucking life. Stay away from it. It's bad news, man. And I take it from somebody that knows. Look at me. I look like a fucking train wreck. This is what happens. All right, YouTubers. That's all I got. All right. Stay safe. If you are using, make sure that you try to use clean needles, sets, all that bullshit. Hepatitis C, and obviously HIV it's out there. That's all I got. Maybe I'll update you in a couple days.